So, I'm getting out now just for a minute. Isn't this exciting? See, check this out. Listen to the fucking roar of the ocean. And I gotta clear something up. And when it comes to justifying, where do you hear that horse story? And by the way, if you knuckleheads, every one of you out there, don't watch my Billy likes to gamble videos, there's 7 of them. You'll fucking love them, alrighty? And I promise you, when you watch the stories, this, that, the other thing, they'll blow your mind. And I promise you, if you do what I say in so many different ways, you will never lose gambling. Or what I will tell you is this: how about this? You won't lose if you actually do the one thing I say, but you'll have fun and you'll never get burnt. I'm not, listen, just watch the fuck. I gotta stop being tougher. Just watch the fucking videos. So, and you'll see about the justify. Now, pussies. I haven't, I bet on a horse the other day, he ran so well, took 9 others to beat him. And hopefully horse racing, what a fucking shame that is. Should be dog race, millions on these horses and the grooms get dirt, okay, and so on and so forth. These beautiful animals, all right, okay. The problem is, it's the most exciting thing in the world to bet on, bar none, okay. Not even a contest. And I wish you'll see it on my other video about legitimately dog racing. Laugh all you fucking want. One of the reasons dog racing isn't popular is this: the fact that there's no betting pools. There's so little money in the area, so to speak. And I actually worked, it's in my video, when I was in Florida. First time, the greatest 3 years of my life. Second time, yeah, sure. I waited on a guy named Dick Andrews, and he was the largest dog owner in all of Florida. Huge kennel. And I told him how much, and he says he never bets on his dogs. And the reason being is this: people say, "Oh, you can fix a dog race." Yeah, I would imagine somehow, some way you could try, but you can't fix the dog to win. You understand? You can't, because of the accidents all over the track. All right? Now, the biggest advantage was, boom, with the bumps, this, that, the other thing. Now, of course, there are sometimes, just superstar dogs that, win 9 out of 10 till you bet them at 1 to 9, and they do nothing. And that's the problem with the pools. Like, anybody knows about gambling, I don't have to explain the fucking pools to you. But the dogs would be the horse racing should be fucking eliminated. Forget all the crookedness and stuff. Alrighty? Look what you see going on. And people are paying. When the fuck are people going to wake up? Let's see, what was the first thing they brought back after the pandemic? After the pandemic, that's another fucking thing. It's selfish mutts not getting vaxxed and wearing masks. Alrighty? The first sport they brought back was golf. Shocker. The next sport they brought back was fucking horse racing. Guess what? Oh, well, it's outside. How about all the grooms and the people who paid, the words that make nothing? And these people, a fucking horse, 100 million, 80 million. Oh my God! Fuck the horse racing, get dogs, because you know what? Not just the veterans, but all the different, in other words, the people who are rehabbing in prison, whatever it might be. Hopefully there's going to be so many ways for them to get out and enjoy everything, but they can get the dogs, and learn how to, groom them, and, that could be their trainer, whatever it might be. But you can't fix a fucking dog race to win, no matter what anybody tells you, because you bumps. But here's the cool part, alrighty? Like the trotters. Oh, we'll get into that. All right, might as well fucking tell you now. What am I holding off on? So, the trotters, And so, you know what? It's all in my Billy Likes to Gamble videos. But let me sum it up for you. The trotters. There's anywhere from 8 to 10 trotters. And they run up every week. Unlike the flats that could run, you know, in the winter, I guess they used to run like once every 2 weeks, a bunch of them are winter horses, whatever it might be. But the others could run 3 times a year, or 6 times a year, or not for a year and a half. Nobody knows what the condition is. I mean, it's scary. What suckers that we all fucking are to, you know, to fall for it. But here's the problem with the trotters, alrighty? Every time you get a tip on a horse, they all say the same thing. There's 8 to 10 horses in a race. They're running every week. And when you get the tip on a horse, it's always, we haven't tried with them the last few weeks. Now, tonight, we're trying. See, it's not that, of course, a lot of the races are actually right in fucking front of you fixed, alrighty? And you deserve it for betting on them. Okay, but nothing's more exciting. So, alright, yes. Alright, I might as well interject and give you the nothing is more exciting. And what was I talking about? The horses. But this is what I'll tell you why they're so exciting, except for one thing. I've had sex with 2 girls about a dozen times in my life. Alrighty? It's the greatest thing in the world. I'm the horniest bastard. Boom. And me, by the way, letting you know. It's always over, 24, 25, even, okay? Never young girls. For real. Okay? I like to hit them moaning and shit. So now what happens is this. How did I get off the fucking beaten path? Because I'm wide awake. I got to go back to the horses. And I wound up with the girls. All right. I'll try to remember the thing about the girls. But let me go back to the horses with the trotters. Half of them aren't fucking trying. And everybody knows it. And yes, as I mentioned, of course, some of them are fixed. Blatantly just fucking fixed. But everybody knows it. If you put a sign outside of Yonkers, Roosevelt Raceway, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Roosevelt Raceway, the world's capital of harness racing. This is your announcer, Jack E. Lee. All right? So what happens is this. If they put a sign out that said, okay, dear public, alrighty, we're letting you know this because most of you already know this, but geez, some of the horses really aren't trying, alrighty? Okay? You're still going there and betting them. You know it. So, how the fuck do you do that? I mean, how dumb can you be? Oh, I know what it was, a really cool thing. Alrighty, back to the sex. How can I forget this? So now, as I say, me, Scorpio, to this day come twice now. I think I said that on the other tape. Alright? It's great, a lot of fun, talk dirty to me, but me, I'm into no pain and whatsoever, and no assy stuff whatsoever. Fuck that. Alrighty? I mean, that. Now, again, not talking about the gay. What am I justifying for? That's just not my thing. Alrighty? There's little kinks here and there. Holy shit, do I love to talk dirty talk. Papi, it's so big. Papi, show me the milk. Papi, show me the fucking best. Compulsive gambler, shopper, sex addict. If you offered me $880 million and 30 of the most beautiful, great-looking girls, sexiest, okay, to bet $5, I wouldn't. And I'm going to go back to this again. Along with all the cults and unfortunately many, and I'll get into the other people later, so many of the born again people, okay? Oh, fuck, so many of the born again people. I got to go back to this thing. And I will talk about them being cults. Half the people in program are the nicest people in the world, but half of them, if you don't do things their way 1,000,000%, you're the worst person in the world. I got to go back to the hook to being with the sex. But before I forget, with the whole thing with the Justify, this is where I stayed every night. You'd think I was the king of the fucking world, but I'm normally broke or whatever it might be. But when they said I couldn't stay here anymore, in other words, basically what they said, if I'm going to be here or come in a day, I have to pay $80 for the season pass. All right, and they know that. I said, listen, I can't afford that. Not a problem at all. And then I had to be at night, and I actually went to Dick's to get the fishing license. Boom, you get it in 2 seconds. You guys should always freaking do this. To stay over at night for like 7 nights at a time, it was like $25. But so it wasn't that they said that I couldn't. All right. So now back to the hookers. Here's the thing. The sex is great. Boom, boom, twice. It's the greatest thing in the world. But then it's done. Alrighty? And then it's over. And now, the reason gambling is so addicting, and I'm finally going to get this fucking word out forever and ever. Again, this is so cool that I've always talked about getting to the beach at the end of Shawshank. God, do I hate that's another thing I fucking hate. Innocent people in jail. Anybody false witnessing to fucking put innocent people in jail when they're found out. I don't give a who the fuck you are in the future. Okay? You're going to do double the fucking time that they spent or supposed to get. How dare you? A lot of good is going to come. So much. But all that bad's going out the fucking window. Okay? In a good way, by reason of educating you. Now, here's the thing. Unlike cocaine, which I snorted for 3 years and stopped on a dime after my first panic attack, and 90% of cocaine or more is in your head, truthfully. And what I actually found out, because I started smoking pot about 10 years ago, I don't want to say like a dope, because if I hadn't done what I've done all along, alrighty, I wouldn't be in this position. I've had the wildest ride of anybody. And here's another thing I want to tell you all, okay, before I forget, I'm at the hookers and the gambling. When you think you got it bad, besides all the horrible people that have it so much worse, the kids with cancer, okay, and by the way, St. Jude is going to be here on fucking Long Island, alrighty? I always say this, St. Jude is one of those few places, because so many of these all these funds are such bullshit, all right, where a lot of money does get done, but so much goes in people's pocket. If St. Jude's was taking 90% of the fucking money, already putting it in a pocket, I don't give one fuck, because they're helping kids with cancer. Same should be done for the fucking vets, alrighty? Alrighty, I keep on saying that. Fuck that, somebody reminded me of that, and I really don't like that guy so much anymore. But that aside. So, now. Oh, by the way, with the cocaine, what I'm going to say is this. If you want to know what cocaine feels like, and I've found this out by accident because I've had to pull a bunch of my own teeth in the past year. My oral surgeon, Elliot Siegel, greatest guy in the country, pulled a bunch of them for free in the previous few years. And on July, like the last June 29th, whatever it might have been, my last tooth in my mouth, I tried to try to get it out, and I couldn't. And so finally, because I had no Medicaid, I went to an oral surgeon, and boy, his office ladies weren't very pleasant at all, and they even knew of Dr. Siegel. I mentioned him, so I went to him. They wouldn't even try to let me see him. I go, listen, This is all I'm asking for you. A shot of Novocaine. And I showed them, I just called twice, because I never did that. I called Stony Brook, alrighty, to get an emergency appointment. I go, oh, well, holy shit, that's right, they do this. You know, let me go there, I gotta go, let me go. And all of a sudden, we're closed for like until after July 4th. And I'm going, no, can't be real, can't be real, can't be real. So I showed them that I tried to even get the appointment there. So finally, after me explaining to them and that they could charge me like fucking, oh my God, like you'll see my City MD thing, trying to charge Medicare twice, $200 to refer me to a doctor after they had done nice things for me. And all of a sudden, no wonder. What, are you kidding? Not to see him, just to recommend me a doctor. Alrighty, they had done it in the past, okay, to me to go to get a regular physician, which again, been a nightmare, but all to end in a great note soon. Because if I survive to all of this, nothing but good's gonna happen. So, oh fuck, where did I leave off? I was on a good roll. The doctor, the horses, holy shit. Alright, yes. If you want to know what cocaine tastes like, smoke your pot and listen. Not a fucking thing I say, and I've been guilty of it a couple times, more than a couple times, and it's not going to happen, hopefully, never ever again. You guys fucking drive, and I don't do it like you. You guys drive around with fucking pot reeking out of the fucking car, non-stop. I see the young kids, I got to tell them in here, you're walking around with fucking beer bottles, empty one, okay, in the beach right here, underage, out in the fucking open. And the cops here have been really fucking cool. Except on the, when it came to the handouts. You know what I mean? Oh, Dave, need a sandwich? Okay, and I'm not going to tell you something. Remember how I told you about how fucking unbelievable selfish that everybody is? And I'm going to jump to, so I don't forget about this guy. There was a guy in California when there was a mass shooting, homeless guy. He ran and covered up 4 girls to protect him. If this guy isn't a millionaire somewhere, alrighty, and everybody, clean cut guy fell on hard times or whatever it might be. And remember, okay, the homeless people, addictions beat them. You understand? Addictions beat them. It happens. It happens. They don't want to be in the fucking place that they're in. And when you see how we live, if I can't get on my fucking feet, alrighty, you got no idea, and I've been close a bunch of times. Understand, they can't. They can't. And the greatest, listen, I promise you, you're all going to do a lot more to help the homeless, because I'm going to guilt the fuck out of you to do it. Now, so, with the cocaine, you just take Oragel, smoke your pot, and put Oragel on your gums and your teeth. It's just like cocaine. Cocaine is 95% in your fucking head. You can stop it in a minute. Understand? If you got an addiction, you're done. So, it's a great, great feeling. You know, the closest feeling that I can remember having. Boy, am I wide and happy. So, what I'm going to say is this. Gambling. Unlike cocaine, you get a high, so on and so forth, you're all happy. You get drunk, you're fucking miserable. Alrighty, if that's your addiction. You do meth or heroin, and that's something I preach. When I say preach, God, I don't want to say that word. Alrighty, you're gonna find out so much about this. I understand. I'm trying the other stuff. How the fuck, when they know millions upon millions of people have tried heroin and meth and crack in the past, not one has a good story, and they still try it. It's the fucking teachers and the fucking parents' fault. Alrighty? Whoa. Uh-oh. It's been getting a little wobbly there. And the mosquitoes, thank God. I had gas so I could keep the car cold. For so much money I goes, because the mosquitoes get fucking brutal and you sweat. So, here's the thing. With those highs, there's no joy in them, except for the coke guy, all right? Now, I'm not saying, listen, I love to have a fucking few drinks. I think it's great, all righty? And by the way, no matter what you dimwits say, there ain't a fucking prayer in the world that you can drive as well stoned as you do straight. Alrighty? Try to open up a fucking thing that's encased in that hard plastic while you're stoned, and then try to do it when you're straight. Alrighty? You can't. It's a major difference. Wake up. And there should be fucking strict, and I am truthfully guilty of it sometimes. But, and the other thing I was talking about is, you people, and I have many problems with the fucking police as far as what they've done to me and in many different ways. But let me tell you something. You antagonize the fuck out of them, you young knuckleheads. Here's an example. They do donuts around here in the car and over there. Alrighty? They let you stay here. You park. You people fucking park in every fire zone, alrighty, in every shopping center and this and that and the other thing. You park in fucking handicap places. I take pictures all the time and I look at people. Are you fucking special? Okay? So what you're doing is you're antagonizing the fuck out. You're putting the cop in a bad fucking position. You reek the fuck out of your pot coming out of your car, number one, many of you, and all the other regular, okay? All kinds of people. Just fucking park right, and so now you're saying to the cop, what is he supposed to do? Now you want to give him a hard time, alrighty? About he's racist, or he's this, or he's that. No, you fucking started it. You started it. So now back to the gambling. And as opposed to the different highs that I talked about. Excuse me. I can't believe my car run. That's so cool. Alrighty? I was supposed to get my phone turned on today. That's going to be the whole end of the fucking story. As far as this whole last couple of days, that's going to be the mind-blowing of everything. Okay, where I thought I finally had done it. But in other words, I know that I have. That's why I was able to tell somebody who fucked me so bad, and I've been fucked a million times worse by close people. So, and don't get me wrong, I've done my wrong, alrighty? But after what this kid saw and so on and so forth, when I tell you what I went through the last couple of days, you're not gonna fucking believe it in a million years. Here's the problem with gambling. There's nothing more exciting. Why do you think all these, multi-millionaires and the look at the football players, they're not supposed to bet on, they even try to get caught. It's so much fucking fun. Okay? Hold on. Shouldn't say that. It's so fucking exciting. Alrighty? Now, here's the thing. It occupies so much of your fucking time. Alrighty? I'm not against gambling. I'll tell you right now, I'm against fucking sports gambling of anything. And when I say, you do what you want with your bookmakers or whoever the fuck it might be, alrighty? They're normally the most honest fucking people in the world, honorable. Bookmakers and loan sharks, don't kid yourself. Unless you fuck them, okay? But, and you'd have to do really, really bad for anything, so on and so forth. But, I was right there. The bookmakers, the loan sharks. Okay. The problem is, I'm against sports betting unless there's a $25 maximum that you should be able to bet on anything online or this or that or the other thing. End of story. And I will tell you something. You'll get to know that for real, unless you're doing the blackjack and the poker, alrighty, like I say to you in my videos, you have no shot to win. You have no shot to win betting sports. None. Now, oh yeah, what about the pros? Okay, how about this? These guys, I think, the best in the world, oh yeah, make a living at it. Alrighty? Maybe point whatever it is percent, but guess what they do all day long? They sit there day and night to eke out a living trying to bet sports. Same thing with horses, a lot of people do, but okay, that doesn't normally fare too well. So, what I'm saying to you is this. Sports betting, like the fantasy thing, alrighty? The Democrats and Republicans can't agree on a fucking thing, and that's on one of my signs you'll see all over my Twitter. Nothing. But when it came to sports fantasy gambling, okay, if you asked 1,000,000 of the world's smartest people whether sports fantasy was gambling or not, everyone would say no. Excuse me, they will all say yes. 1,000,000%. Guess what? If you bet on sports, no matter how you handicap for this, that, and the other thing, okay, gambling is a chance. There's a chance before the game that the quarterback, like I hope fucking Aaron Rodgers gets, what I call Aaron Toe, alrighty? How you people listen to his drug things and this and that, the other thing. Talented, unbelievably, educated, unbelievably, alrighty? He doesn't realize that 99% of us aren't on his level like that. So what he experiences is completely different. And you put up with this guy fucking for months and months. Oh, is he coming? Is he coming? How about this? Fuck Aaron Rodgers because he's pushing drugs. You understand? Like the fucking all these cocksuckers pushing the gambling, the sports gambling. Nothing's more addicting because it's fun. It's exciting. Alrighty? If you're there to make money, alrighty, unless you do it ain't gonna happen. Not gonna happen. I promise you. But I'm not against you buy $10. Here's the other thing that is a lock to not happen. Alrighty? There's a few more. I haven't even got to the last 3 days. So now what happens is this. Lock to be done with. Quick draw. Goodbye, you fucking criminals. Okay? You have all these old people, whoever it might be, sitting there looking at those fucking balls, and you never hear of big jackpots. Well, Quick Draw paid out $3.9 million this week. Yes, they took in 14 or 15.9, but they paid out. Fuck that. Okay? No scratch off. Okay? Should be more than $10. None. You want to buy lotto tickets and this, many as you want, go fucking ahead. No scratch offs should be any more than $10. Now, again, the problem is when you get addicting to gambling, and one of the reasons I did it so many times, or it was an excuse, but a legitimate one in my mind, and it was true. No matter what, it keeps you in action, it keeps you busy. And you can't have your anxiety attacks because no matter what, you're in action. And they teach a bunch of great things in GA and NA and Ed. Don't get me wrong. They teach a bunch of really good things. And you're in action because now you're waiting for the outcome to come, da-da-da-da. So if you win, you get the money, but when you lose, now you're in action to try to get the money to cover your losses. And this keeps your fucking brain running all the time. And then I don't want to say you lose focus in life or reality. No, I mean, don't get me wrong. When you're betting truckloads upon truckloads of money where it's life, yeah, that's different. But the idea is this. There is too much excitement in it. Look at everybody, what they're doing to gamble. And everybody's, can't wait to get into the pot. And they touted every sports. These fucking guys, ESPN just bought $1.5 billion to have ESPN bets? Fuck you. Alrighty? Oh, here's the thing's not gonna happen. Long Island, I promise you, and everything. When I say not gonna, and I'm done justifying. If you don't know by now, I'm never okay. When I say not gonna happen, it's gonna be by fucking thousands of emails, okay? Not protesters and so on. Maybe a few, okay? Sending to every fucking congressman, Republican, Democrat, alrighty? They're done. Enough has been enough. Number one, expand Belmont Park, alrighty? Make the grand, are you out of your freaking minds? Look what's happening in the whole industry. Plus, they're all shooting up you see it. Enough is enough. Oh, I'm a horse lover. You're a horse lover? Alrighty? Look at the people that they pay fucking peanuts to, the grooms, this, that. Look where they live on the fucking grounds, all these places. Oh, yeah, that's another thing. Oh, yeah. All the Hispanic people, the immigrants, you scums that won't help fucking Mayor fucking Adams bring in here. Yeah. These are the people that work there. Taking all your good jobs. How many freaking, and I'm sure, yes, there are some, okay? Okay, I'm saying that, let's see. I'm going to say that 9 out of 10 landscapers are Hispanic. And so I go on, okay? So, basically, boy, am I wired. I can't wait to tell you all the story. So, when it comes to gambling, again, not against it. Oh, that's what I wanted to say. If I already said it. If you asked 1 million of the world's smartest people whether, they would all agree that it is gambling. But the Republicans and Democrats agreed that it isn't. How do you let it get away? All right, besides so many other issues. But just think about that. There isn't going to be a grandstand extension, and there's no fucking way in the world, none, that I will, that I hope I convince enough people to make sure that fucking there ain't a prayer in the world that a casino gets built. Alrighty, fuck that word. But in Nassau Coliseum, not gonna happen. Let's get hockey rinks, lots of them there, where kids can get all the used equipment and learn to skate. And if you want to take out your fucking aggressions, it's a great game. And hockey, whatever it might be, you get to take out your fucking aggressions. You're not going to hit no hits, bad hits to the head and shit. But guess what? Instead of fucking MMA, that all you fucking dimwits love and promote and have the actual fucking balls to say that, and I've said it for years, look what happened with the football concussions, still to this day. Now it's again happening with the baseball. Look what they had to go through to prove and this, and how wrong it is. You're letting these fucking women and men beat themselves to fucking death or whatever it is. Oh no, it's a different kind of... These people are gonna be fucking shot. Okay, completely ruined. I met two of the guys, the previous... Never mind where I met them. By my homeless car, fucking shorted out piece of shit. Alrighty? They even said it. How do you like that? You need to see fucking people beat now. Good fight? Just no hits to the head. That's it. How can you allow this to go on? And then on the other hand, the baseball are going to get bigger home. And let the MMA go on. Holy shit. Fuck yous. So, back to the gambling. Alrighty. Another problem. And you'll hear, just watch the Billy Likes to Gamble videos. Alright, so I'm leaving here, but I will tell you, over the past, whatever day this is, hopefully I can go to sleep. Alrighty? I can't wait. And I said I'd be surfing by August. I think it's happening. I don't even think I know what's going to be happening. And my painter buddies, okay, they're going to do the right thing. No ifs, ands, or buts. They have in many ways already. But before I get my check, they're coming through. I know when they read this, they're going to convince easily. So I said that. Okay, I don't have to worry about it. I'm always so worried. I'm walking on eggshells all the time. God forbid I lost this or something dropped. No more of that shit. No more ever being a wimp. I know there's something out there. I believe it more than you'll ever know. Don't know what it to be, but I truly believe that there is. But I don't believe that somebody should say how much they believe in that being and then do just the opposite all the time. And don't get me wrong, I'm far from perfect. And like I told this everybody else last time, I'll say it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts that if I wasn't such a dickhead gambler, that I wouldn't be in this position. Yep. Oh, I know what the fuck it was. I went into the whole St. Jude and shit. These are the two words, and I feel like shit for saying it. Okay, or actually feel bad. But maybe you could learn from this one person's tragedy that you see that if you're not in any kind of way, his condition in any way, alrighty, whatever it might be, then shame on you for okay, not realizing how you do it. A tremendous actor. Great actor. As a matter of fact, I dated my first girlfriend. She broke my heart 1,000 fucking second girlfriend. Broke my heart 1,000 times. I never knew. I was always so insecure because of how good looking my brother was. Alrighty? And I never knew that because I always try to get girls with money and shit. And I never knew just till fucking recently and realized it that I got a bunch of really pretty girls when I was like broke. Alright? And working in the restaurant, this and that and the other thing. And I never fucking realized it. But that aside, wouldn't change a thing. So here's where I'm bouncing to. The reason I say that is the person I'm going to mention, this girl who I actually went to see 7 years ago, and then she blew me off. I hadn't seen her in 30 some odd years. Spoke to her, told her exactly what was going on, what I look like. Hello. I'll tell you at the end. So what happens is this, and then there's another girl down south who I hurt that I didn't know that I hurt. And we spoke a couple times. I thought things were really cool, and and I had forgotten something, and normally I don't. Like if I borrowed money, and I borrowed from a million different people, but I never duck or, I normally never not know the number or it's been so many or forgotten about it. And this girl loved me, and I didn't even know that's what I'm talking about. I didn't realize I was like good looking and a good catch. I was broken working a Florida restaurant, but I hurt her too. And the weird thing is I reached out to her, recently. We spoke a little bit, and then she told me how I hurt her, not just by breaking her heart, but I had actually borrowed $1,000 from her, and after she had come to see me from Florida, and we kept in touch, I didn't realize that she was in fucking love with me. I thought she was having fun. She was 4 years younger, and I only found that now. That's all will be in my book and shit. But another one, a girl that I actually hurt, and I thought it was all going to get squared away a year ago. It's another wild story, but I hope she's well. Her name Lisa. And I haven't even mentioned the only person, one of two people in the world, besides what I believe to be above, that I truly give one fuck thinks about me. Alrighty? So, I was on to gambling. I went to that, so on and so forth. Well, you'll hear everything in the, hopefully I get to finally do my 24-hour straight lockdown, or off and on lockdown, not lockdown, God forbid I use that fucking word. Thank you, Dr. Fadouche. You'll be putting plenty of money in my pocket to put towards the good things. Let's see, 20. I think I rebounded pretty well with the subjects I've forgotten and then went back to. You can listen. I don't give a fuck who laughs or anything. This is, I'm always so worried about, when people think that you're crazy. It's a horrible, horrible feeling, and it's hard to explain. But it's like I say, with a panic attack. I read something what a panic attack feels like, and I couldn't believe the way that they put it. And I wish I'd written down, because it's the exact feeling. You can beat them. Alrighty? I've been getting emergency scripts, trying to get emergency scripts over the last while. One of the things I do, I have to go to the Walgreens, and I just figured out how to do this about 3-4 months ago, in order to get the emergency script, because they don't want to give them to you after the prescription, it's a license, and sometimes you try to reason with them, but more times many, many more times they won't after the first emergency, many, many more times. But what I had to do is, because of this lady, Dr. Fadouche, and all I'd gone through, I did have a doctor's appointment. I finally made it. They made it for me, and it turns out it's one of the greatest girls in the world, my last fiance, all right, who, that's 16 years ago, the best girl ever. Owe her some money for a while, but she knows, and I've kept in touch. She doesn't, come back at all. The best girl ever, and now it's going to all come to fruition, that she's going to get hers. And I've always stayed in touch as far as letting know it's going to happen, and she's doing well and happy, which is really cool. But I owe this to her, and everybody else is going to get, wherever I borrowed a dime from, going to get paid back. All right, now we're getting too buzzed. Oh yes, the scripts. So what I got to do is this. I walk into the pharmacy, all right, and then I said, listen, I'm going on vacation, alrighty, and my flight's leaving in like 3 or 4 hours, all right, and I said, has this doctor, who was the same doctor I used over and over when it comes to, from City Med and one other, had they sent the prescription in? Because I'm going to move to here. Oh no, really? Listen, I'm going to be back. Now, first I didn't learn this. This made her lock after that, or a lot easier. But at first, well, all right, well, what we'll do is, when you come back, you'll have the prescription sent here. But what I said was, I didn't tell them how many days I'll be gone. So what I wound up saying to them, I'm really buzzed, is this. I would say to them, listen, alrighty, I moved to this neighborhood. I'm leaving to the plane. I just want to make sure that my prescriptions come here from the time. Did Dr. So-and-so forward my script here yet? Oh, no, really? Well, my plane's going to leave in a couple hours. I'm going to be back on Tuesday. I just need a couple to get by until, when I come back, and I want to make sure that you get the rest of the prescription. And yes, if I did something wrong there, my apologies. I'll plead no contest. Oh, just kidding, whatever I might say. I plead never mind. So that's how I've been trying to get them. And again, I'm gonna go. I hope to sleep. And the last will come tomorrow. The last will come tomorrow. Yeah, okay. See ya.